Yo. Good morning, disgusting guilt and disgusting viewers. This is the bearded Balkan blabbermouth. I'm probably realizing that I'm alone on this stream, but anyways, I'm gonna be uploading it probably as a video. So yeah. So as if anyone has watched the previous stream, this is the coffee thoughts. We're basically here to talk about anything that comes up after we wake up. In this case, me. If anyone is here, they can also provide their topic. I'll be happy to discuss everything. But to me, today's topic is what's happening with Bioware and Ubisoft. So, yeah, I'm actually gathering some stuff that I liked to discuss. Some funny, some sad, some articles. Last stream was the censorship one, because that happened basically right before my first coffee thoughts stream. The Shohei Kondo video was censored, and there was a lot of drama about that. Because yeah, you don't just do that. But yeah, still, we're here today to talk about Bioware and Ubisoft, and I basically want to remember what Ubisoft were and what Bioware were, because they were companies, great companies, by the way, with amazing games, especially Bioware. I'm currently actually replaying Mass Effect, and I'm on Mass Effect 2, the Legendary Edition, and it's yeah, it's just as amazing as I remember it. I've also been watching some people playing it on YouTube, and I'm just, especially if you remember the Citadel DLC in Mass Effect 3, like, this is one of the best DLCs ever to me. Yeah, it's not as extensive, let's say, as a DLC for The Witcher, but still, it's very, very nice. Okay, let me just get back to you in just a bit. Yeah, I had to close the door. So yeah, what we're seeing now here, and I'm gonna start with one of my favorite YouTubers who also had this article. Let me see what I can do. Nope. Let's see. Nope. I hate having to be all technical early in the morning. By the way, currently it's 8:16 a.m. with me. So yeah, it's amazing. So let's start reading. I'm probably gonna be doing a video on all of that accumulated later today, but it's gonna be after work. So we have an exclusive insider tells all Bioware's secret layoff disaster behind the scenes. This is basically the first time I'm looking at this. I just want to skip through it because I don't want to read all of it, but from what I see, yeah, I was a writer at Bioware for 5 years. I learned a lot during that time from exceptional folks. Main disciple, but also specifically today, not a single one of those writers remains employed. Yeah, they're doing a lot of layoffs. So I'm gonna have to check this out later and possibly do a little bit of reconnaissance and a little bit of sorry, trying to find the words here, to just see all those people and all those screenshots to see how things are going with them as well. But yeah, this is one of my favorite actually. They're basically cutting off a lot of people currently, and as I said, I'm gonna talk about that in a bit. By the way, this is what people in playing Bioware games want, and if you don't recognize that as you have missed a lot. We have some emails and posts from Parrot Nation. Yeah, all of these things, and let me just remove this. All of these things are basically happening because of poor management. None of these things happen because, let's say, some clerk somewhere did a stupid thing. No, this is years and years of poor management, of just catering to the wrong people. By the way, this is Supernatural Cup. And when you cater to the wrong people, and we've talked about this a lot on this channel, when you're a company that deals in the selling of a service, of a product, of anything that directly goes to consumers, they are the thing, the entity that you must cater to completely. This is the only viable source of your potential future weight, no matter if you're in gaming or if you sell fruits on the street. You have to cater to cater to the customer. Imagine that let's say, imagine a meat shop, like a butcher, who sells all kinds of meat, all kinds of salami, all those stuff, and suddenly, like, he's a well-known butcher in the area, and everyone buys their meat from them. Suddenly, he gets, let's say, an offer from a huge vegan group that wants to promote and push veganism in the entire region, or in the world, or in the country. And if the butcher basically takes on the vegan company or the vegan entity's money, they're gonna start offering only vegan options without meat options. So that's how you lose your current customer base. And he has a lot because he's a hugely popular meat vendor, and suddenly he loses all of his customer base, the revenue. They were like, the butcher was promised that because there will be new people living in the block or in the neighborhood, there will be a vegan customer base, and the vegan customer base will be huge. It'll be amazing. They'll provide him with everything he needs, and plus he has that funding from the vegan company. And the time comes, and let's say a week or a year passes, and almost no new customers come. But the old customers, they refuse to go vegan, because that was also one of the promises that they received. Like the butcher was basically told, they'll come vegan, and you have new customers as well, because everyone will be vegan. We're making people vegan. But it doesn't happen. And yeah, the butcher still has the funding, so he keeps the livelihood, like able to pay bills and all that. But he sells nothing, or he sells very, very little. And it's been years. And the customer base has now completely disappeared. They don't trust this person, even though he has made campaigns that this new vegan option will be amazing, or try to hide that it's a vegan and just alluded to it being vegan. And by the way, this is not something against vegan people. I'm just making a comparison between two very, very different things. And at the end, the company, like the butcher, doesn't have anything left, only the money. The trust from the local people is gone. Nobody wants to buy from them, and at a certain point there are smaller butcher shops that are selling actual meat that are starting to rise up, and they're starting to attract the people's attention. So, and the people are starting to go there more and more, and basically shifting the market once again. The other part of the market that was promised, the new type of people, doesn't come, and even if they were, like, let's say new people that are living in the neighborhood, vegans, they turn out to not be vegans actually, and go and buy meat as well, or even milk and eggs, something that again he doesn't sell. And yeah, that's how he loses his business, and at the end he has to start firing employees because the money starts to dry out. He starts to fire employees, he starts to fire his staff, he closes, let's say he closes part of the building, he starts to just live very, very modestly, because he cannot afford to provide anything that he was used to showcasing before. And eventually, due to the destroyed trust, the destroyed bridge or path towards his customers has been destroyed, he is now facing closure, and he has one card to play left, let's say a new product that he's preparing to show. And hi, you wanna stream too? Yes you do, yes you do, yes you wanna stream too. Come on. Yeah, that's what I'm on living on a daily basis with. I have 3 cats, and yeah, it's amazing. And now this new product has to be amazing in order to bring the people back, in order to make the money, or the butcher shop is going to close. And that's it. That's basically how. That's the vision, and that's what's happening to Bioware and Ubisoft. Ubisoft has one card to play, and they're gonna play it in March, which is Assassin's Creed Shadows. This is the only thing they have left, and because they're standing on their own, if Assassin's Creed Shadows doesn't succeed, then it's basically game over for them. That's my thought. I don't know where they're gonna get additional money. We already know that they're allegedly in talks to selling part of the company or the whole company, or filing for bankruptcy. It doesn't help that Assassin's Creed Shadows looks like shit, and I do mean that from what we're seeing, it looks like shit. I'm not saying anything about Yasuke now or anything. I just looked at the screenshots, at the trailers, and it doesn't look finished at all. And that's not something that it can be fixed in 2 months. So we might actually have a new delay coming up, because that's also something that I think can happen. Let's say until May or June, what we'll see. On one hand, I wish for them to delay it and to fix everything that needs fixing. And on the other hand, I don't think that they can afford it, because a simple delay of a couple of months was costing them $20 million. Imagine, $20 million, and they did nothing with it. Someone is sending hearts. Cheers to you for being on the stream. Thank you for being here. Good morning. Grab a cup of coffee if you're in my time zone. And the other thing is like that if they release the game, if they release Assassin's Creed Shadows as it is, people already know that it looks like shit. I mean, we looked at the screenshots, we looked at the clips, we looked at everything, and it's not good, guys. It's not good. I mean, as I mentioned in one of my last videos, nobody would have given, like, would have cared if it's a little bit unfinished. I mean, they would be pissed, but they would still buy the game and wait for the patches and wait for the fixes. That's basically Ubisoft's MO. But if Ubisoft hadn't really fucked themselves over during the entirety of 2024, no, like Assassin's Creed Shadows would have been an amazing game. But because they did so many consecutive bad decisions, they're now facing a very critical audience. Like, everybody is looking at everything, like every single detail. They're just not nitpicking to the core. They're disassembling every molecule of the game or of everything that they see, and they're just showcasing everything. Like, if you don't believe it, go and watch Shohei Kondo's videos. Like the last video, the one that I was talking about was taken down. Check out his video and check out the things that he's pointing out watching a 3-hour stream. Go to, I think currently Smash JT is having a live stream as well. But I think that he mentioned some stuff about Assassin's Creed Shadows and Bioware there, so you can go and see that as well. But currently, everything that they put out, and let me just actually, let me just show you official promo materials. Like, this is crazy. I wouldn't post anything like that, by the way. Okay. Yeah, still getting the hang of it. Nope. So this is well, yeah, let's see this. I haven't seen this.
He comes. Oda Nobunaga.
First of all, this is not current day graphics. Not saying that every game should have current day graphics, but on one hand you see the attempt to have current day graphics and it's still not fleshed out.
This blade cannot be taken.
What?
Now's the time.
Hey, this kind of looks nice, and this is
This
almost
land
entirely
will
now.
soon be
First
unified
of all, there it
by
is.
my
There.
vision.
Look at how he looks. This is.
I ride with you.
Alright, we can see this actually.
The blade is sharp.
And this is the poster. Okay. Let's see this one.
It's a key.
What?
Inside the coffin is a box. Protect it with your life.
父上
You said you wanted help. Now's the time. Run to the coffin.
So, okay, so if I'm getting this right, she's just entering into the assassin's life just like that. And again, I don't know. That's something that I've repeated a lot. I don't know that much about Assassin's Creed. I've played very little. So that's why I'm refusing to talk about story and stuff like that. Okay, this is something that I can talk about. This is gameplay. Okay. You have some stuff that you can definitely see that they've put more effort into others, like the traversing stuff they're trying to put. Let's see. Yeah, look, they're clearly trying to put the focus on the beautiful environment, and they're at times be able to, but it looks so weird. Like, you see these little moving particles like these leaves and all. This is like, these are things that are precise, and they're computer models doing that, but at the same time it looks so janky. Yeah, work in progress is here. Yeah, okay, that's something that I want to talk about. Look. Wait, let me stop and say something. I'm a very big fan of just going through your whole animation. Like when you're seeing everything that's happening, when you see like the slashing, and you, even if you see this slow motion of something that is being cut, like The Witcher. The slow motions in The Witcher 3 are amazing. And I want you to see now this. This is apparently a double assassination. I just want you to see what happens. Oh. Did you see it? This is from, by the way, from the same guy that made the 3-hour stream that Shohei Kondo reviewed. Okay. If anyone is watching this, I want you to write in the chat what you see. Just type down what you just saw. I want to see if if I'm the only one that sees or has a problem with that. Okay, this was good. Yeah, this is completely, like, I'm just watching this and it's completely devoid of impact. Like, there is no feeling of impact. At the same time that the camera shakes a little bit to imitate impact, you see how easy the whole chain goes. Like, look. Yeah, it's imitation impact, and there are games that do it much better, because the difference is same with the bamboo cutting. When you slice it by someone, the way to imitate impact, from what I know, is to have your character just move a little bit with based on that impact, to just take a little bit of that force and that resistance when you, let's say, hit someone, and along with a good camera shake to combine those two, and that's how you produce impact and you produce heaviness in a game. This, by the way, has been explained to me by some game designers that I've met a few years ago. And I felt that. I felt that when I was playing, again, The Witcher, Mass Effect, by the way, especially Mass Effect 2 has that when you're doing the melee attacks. Here you don't have it. You just don't have that impact. You just don't have that feeling of impact. And when you don't have that feeling of impact, it just goes to like you're moving through a ghost or a sheet of paper. You don't have that human impact against you. But okay, apparently I'm alone. Just this scene. Look now. The changing of the camera. First of all, the changing of the camera wasn't fluid, because it had a little bit, I think, 5 or 6 frames difference than what's happening. Look now. This is where she is now, and here it's a little bit it's a little bit like there was a stop motion, and when the camera tilted, she continued to perform the animation. This is something, if I'm seeing this and this is something that bugs me, I'm sure a lot of other people are seeing this as well. and these are things that need to be fixed. And that's for Ubisoft. Like they need to fix such things in order to keep them from piling up in a gaming experience. If they don't, basically there is no way that you're gonna get people to play the game through its entirety. And that those are things, by the way, that are officially streamed by people who were probably given a copy of the game and were asked or were offered to present it. So this is not something that we're seeing from let's say 10 months ago or a year ago. We're seeing this now. Same with Bioware, by the way. Although Bioware doesn't have anything to show now, we saw what's happening to what happened to Dragon Age the Veilguard. Let me just see if I can find the tweet, the amazing tweet that I just. Well, it's something that I've been saying. Even with the numbers, by the way, I was pretty close with the numbers, but we have someone much bigger who has said it, and I just want to take a look. Just a second, there it is. Let me check. This is God Empress of Mankind Nure. She is saying Veilguard's development cost was $250 million. That's pretty much in the ballpark of what I was thinking. I thought actually 180, but this is the development cost. That's something that people don't understand. A lot of people don't understand. There is a difference between development cost and marketing cost. And she says that the marketing cost with the total could be a total of 375, because probably this is at least half the budget. This half the budget is of that budget is added additionally for marketing. After store cuts, they earn about $49 per $70 copy. So that is if it's $70. To break even, they need to sell 8 to 10 million copies, fewer if Deluxe Edition or Game Pass deals help. Exactly. Veilguard sold 1.5 million copies, earning $73.5 million after store cuts, with a $350 million development cost and 125 to 250 because it can be up to 100% of the development budget. The total costs were up to 500 million. That means that they likely lost 300 million. $300 million or even more, making it one of gaming's biggest financial flops. Yes, because that amount alone is more than the cost of Mass Effect. That's all I'm gonna say. And this is in a response to I think that was a tweet or a blue sky. It's a tweet. People will call me delusional, but the game getting 1.5 million players should not be considered a failure. This is very much capitalism eating itself and people suffering from it. Okay, this person, I think it's a she, it's not a he. Petra, yeah, okay. My phone girl kisser, okay. 1.5 million people playing a game is definitely not something to scoff at. Just imagine what 1.5 million people in one place, let's say, looks like. It is a big number, yes. In and of itself is a big number. You have reached 1.5 million people that play your game. However, you have to consider, first of all, the costs and how many players you usually would reach. Same thing that I said about Ubisoft. They have a 1.1 million people following them on their Twitch channel, and only around 15,000 people showed for the Assassin's Creed showcasing stream. So you see how, like, following and the actual people that are going to engage with your product is something very. Those are two different things. And Bioware used to have like people reaching it around 10 million. Let me just check some numbers. Let's say true. yeah, so Mass Effect 2, that's, let's see, yeah, around 5 million copies. Let's see, Mass Effect 1. And the Mass Effect sales revealed that the series has sold over 20 million copies. That's for, I think, for the entire the trilogy. But yeah, 20 million copies is amazing, and it's a game that is still being played. So when you have 1.5 million copies, as God Empress of Mankind Nure says, for that amount of money, that's absolutely abhorrent. It's I don't know how anyone can exist afterwards, because if you lose $300 million in a bulk, then doing what Corinne Bush did when he left is probably the best thing, because you just burned a huge pile of cash, like $300 million. Just imagine 300 million. Imagine what $300 million looks like. I have been, let me just put something in a comparison, and I think everyone who's working a retail job or just working on a contract should at a certain point do in their lives. I am almost 35 years old as of today. Like this year, in let's say half a year, I'm going to be 35. I have been working with semi contracts, like jobs, since I was 16. So that would mean that I have been working for around 19 years, almost 19 years of my life. I have almost never been left without a job, apart from this one time between 17 and 18. So let's say, for the record, that I have been working for 18 years, I have a pretty good idea of the salaries, the monthly salaries that I've received in all those years from all the jobs that I've worked. And I've calculated, by the way, that's something that I did, I think, a couple of months ago, and I'm just a little bit over 170,000 euro in total, like of what I made, not of pure earnings for those years, from what I made. Like, this is minus the costs, it's minus rents, food, stuff, now mortgage, etc. 170,000 euro for 18 years. Yeah, I know that I live in a country that is relatively cheap by European standards and by American standards. But yeah, this is the collective amount of money that I have made. And a company such as Bioware loses 300, like someone is allowed or left unsupervised long enough to cost around $300 million of a company. And yeah, that company is a subsidiary of EA, but yeah, as you saw, EA stocks dropped nearly 20% when the numbers sold, like the sales numbers for Dragon Age the Veilguard were released, and in 4 days we have the annual earnings meeting, I think, that Bioware is gonna hold. So from then we're gonna know the amount of money spent on these games and exactly what the situation is, although we already have a pretty good idea. I think all the rumors, all the speculations that we did are pretty much accurate, which would mean that we're at least good at math, basic math. And I don't know what's gonna happen to Bioware then. But Bioware is currently closing, allegedly, offices. They're preparing for layoffs. They're in deep trouble. Corinne Bush just left. and they're restructuring and moving people to the Mass Effect project. And from what I read last night, it was late, they're actually bringing in some OG people from the Mass Effect trilogy to help them, which is actually something good. That means that at least people who have captured the moment and the magic of the first games will be there, which is something that genuinely needs to be in every game. Because if you're continuing a trilogy, you need the people who made the trilogy to show you the ropes, and that's their last bet. That's their Assassin's Creed Shadows. We still don't have anything because it's just now probably starting to be developed. But they also have Mass Effect Andromeda to look back to and to learn from, because Mass Effect Andromeda was something that, from what I remember, was very, very badly received. Like, it's technical bugs, bad conversations, bad story, and all around. So they should really focus on something else. They should really, really think about the story that they want to share, because just like with The Witcher, they're gonna have to probably choose one of the endings from Mass Effect 3. If it's up to me, let's say if it was up to me, I would choose the synthesis ending, because to me that's basically what ever since the first game, that's what's been implied. Like all three endings were implied, but the synthesis ending just is what the answer is. So they need to figure out what they want to share as a story, and they need to do it right. And if they don't do it right, we're probably gonna be in the market to buy someone. So probably like the best thing would be if Ubisoft or Bioware is up for sale, and just for some ultra rich YouTube gamer or conglomerate of gamers to just swoop in and buy it. That would be amazing, by the way. That would be amazing. Imagine like having such a huge company in the hands of people who actually make their money talking about games and enjoying games. That would be amazing. That would be a dream come true, because those would be the people that would know exactly what to give the audience in order to make it big. That's what's gonna happen. I mean, if that happens, that's gonna be amazing. Man, do I remember when I'm sleepy. I have to be at work in 10 minutes, by the way, or 20. I'm just looking at my phone, and this is logged from yesterday, so we're probably gonna have some information after a couple of hours. But Ubisoft's current stocks are at 11.20 euro, which is not a very good thing. Not a very good thing. No, not at all. Yeah, but yeah. Oh, I see Smash JT just posted 7 hours ago. Bioware exclusive whistleblower layoffs. So that's something that I'm gonna have to check out, and I'm going to be talking about later today about the Bioware layoffs, because I'm sure that today is gonna be full of information, and I'm gonna compile it and I'm gonna talk about it in the video tonight for me at least. And yeah, that's pretty much it from me. Anyone here? Or was I just talking to an empty room? I realized it's early, and I did a poll a couple of days ago, because the first stream like that was at 6, and a lot of people, the majority of people just clicked that it's too early for them. So I think 2 hours later is better. I don't know. Anyways, if anyone's here, cheers. If no one's here, see you guys. And hopefully you watch the video. I'm basically gonna upload it, or no, it's gonna be uploaded in as something here. So yeah, no need to upload. All right, cheers, and may you have a lovely day, lovely evening, whenever you watch this, if you watch this, and may we see each other soon. Cheers.